I came to Tripod and co-working space firstly because I outgrew my space at home and my living room was bulging at the seams, and we wanted to engage more with other people and like-minded businesses or in the similar stage startups, as well as being in an environment that you can have a meeting room that you can hire. You've got your own little office, but you can also knock on each other's doors if there's something, a question that you have. And I think within the creative industry especially, it's definitely not about hiding yourself away, scurrying away and not speaking to anybody. It's about being outward and communicating and talking.
Recently, before working in this co-working space, I was working from home, and I was finding that it was good for a while because I could really focus. It was like I was locked in my sort of cabin in the woods, but after a while it just starts to get to you, and we all need to be around people and we need that community. So that's the main reason I've come.
I decided to go to a co-working space because it was easy for me to focus on my work, to start building a project, and rather than staying at home and being by myself, I had the chance to be able to be part of the co-working experience.
We were actually down the road, further down in Brixton, at another office, and it was very isolated. So the idea of having a co-working where there's going to be other similar companies in the tech space and the creative space was very, very attractive, and was also very affordable in terms of budgeting as well.
I knew that coming here you would meet people to really open up networks, you would meet people to share ideas and get advice and feedback. You would have flexibility of use of the space, so you could come and go kind of when you wanted. It was really affordable. So it was really like that starting base, that ecosystem that you could walk into, that you know that your idea really could, take flight.
And I remember coming in very specifically because there was just so many people around and everyone knew each other and everyone was acting in a completely different way to what I'd seen in any workplace before. Everyone knew each other and everyone was being extremely friendly, and it was just a very different experience.
It was daunting because we hadn't been in that environment before, and so one of the actual questions that we were raising in our mind were, there's other people like us. And so you immediately think, oh, is that a competitive trait? Is that going to be something that's going to impact how we grow our business or how we work on a day-to-day basis with our customers? But what we've realised is it's been very, very beneficial. For example, we are working very closely with other businesses within the co-working space, and they bring a new dimension to things that we didn't know before and how to deliver for the client. So the collaboration, I think, has been very, very key.
If we're very honest, you're a little bit cautious when you first come in because you hear about all these great companies you're going to be working with and you're not sure if you match up, and you're also not sure about how certain things would work where you've come from a single space that's dedicated for you. So things like communal kitchen and communal shared areas, communal shared facilities, but actually you soon find a rhythm.
Coming to co-working from having an office, been in an office environment for many years, it's liberating in the fact that you're sharing resources, you're sharing electricity, internet. You're not having to deal with the bills all the time. It's also great to just work with different people all the time because people are coming and going.
I chose to co-work instead of using a studio space because otherwise I felt like I would end up in a bubble of just other creatives, and I felt for sort of life in general it was more beneficial to have a variety of people around me.
The fact that you're in with a very diverse set of people means that the conversations you have and the opportunity to collaborate with lots and lots of different types of people and types of organisations from all sorts of backgrounds means that you're in an environment where you're always receiving and hearing new ideas, which is very good for our business anyway.
When I initially started working here in 2013 or maybe even early 2012, it was myself and it was an idea, and it was building networks, and it was building momentum. So I was talking to people in the space and sitting down with them for an hour or 2 hours, talking about how to set up a board, how to look for funding, how to manage volunteers, how to contact schools or youth centres. It was everything that was a challenge for me. I could share that with the community.
It really gets you to kind of drop your professional guard that you'd usually have, so that you're on a level with people that is quite intimate but still valuable, which just allows you to get more interesting insights and ask more open questions and be more receiving to feedback.
I tend to be better at working when I'm around different people rather than like-minded people, because I'm sort of not comparing myself, I'm just sort of focusing on my task, and they can sort of encourage and inform my work in a different way than perhaps people who worked in the same discipline as me.
Even if it's not a day where you're bouncing back ideas and getting opinions, it's still really positive, I think, to be in a space where people are working on different projects. There's always something different to speak about, there's always someone new to sort of engage with, and for me that sort of sparks a creativity or just a motivation, I think.
You can have as many dark late nights in the office that you want, with deadlines that seem never ending, but you're never ever alone in doing so. There's always somebody next door to you, or somebody that you can reach out, even if they don't share the same field or the same industry. It's just so valuable having that somebody to say, you know, do you want a cup of tea? Or can I help you? Can you cast your eyes over this, please? It's just having people around, and people that can just help you on your journey.